In the depths of Siberia, a local woman found something alive and strange. Is this proof of alien life, or another mystery linked to the infamous 1908 Tunguska event? What did the camera really capture in this remote wilderness? The shocking footage is stirring global debate. Are you ready to uncover the truth? In the remote Amur region of Siberia, a man walking his dog reportedly found a 3-foot creature with dark gray skin, no hair, and unusual facial features. This area is near the site of the 1908 Tunguska event, a massive explosion that flattened over 2,000 square kilometers of forest. Some researchers speculate that the event could have involved an extraterrestrial spacecraft rather than a natural disaster. The creature's body appeared well preserved in the cold, possibly for over 100 years. After the discovery, the body was reportedly taken by officials for scientific study, but no photos, DNA results, or reports have been publicly shared, leading to questions about the discovery. Russian archaeologists on the Yukok Plateau uncovered the Ice Maiden, a woman from the 5th century BC, remarkably preserved in ice and stone. She belonged to the Pazyryk culture, a nomadic people from over 2,000 years ago. Her body, adorned with intricate tattoos of mythical creatures, was so well preserved that experts could examine her internal features, last meal, and health conditions, including signs consistent with breast illness. Local indigenous communities honor her as a protective spirit and caution that relocating her might lead to unfortunate events. Since her transfer to a museum in 2012, the Altai region has experienced unusual natural occurrences, which some locals feel may be linked to the Ice Maiden's relocation. What emotions did the story of the Siberian Ice Maiden awaken in you? Does she feel like a guardian from the past, or a mystery we should leave undisturbed? Comment and chat with me. But just when you think the past is settled, a modern-day mystery in Moscow will challenge everything you believe about time itself. In 2019, a video from a busy Moscow street showed a woman frozen mid-stride for a full minute, while everything else moved normally. Her arms hung unnaturally, and her ponytail appeared to defy gravity. People and cars passed without noticing. Then she suddenly resumed walking as if nothing had happened. The video went viral with over 5 million views, sparking various theories, including time manipulation or extraterrestrial explanations. Skeptics suggested it was a video edit, but detailed analysis found no signs of manipulation. In May 2019, a photographer captured clear images of unusual objects moving across the full moon in Moscow. At first, there were 3 black circles, then more appeared in a loose formation. Some experts estimated these objects could be 2 to 3 miles in diameter if they were orbiting the moon, much larger than any known human-made structure in space. Their erratic movements, coming close to the moon's surface and pulling back, did not match typical satellite behavior. The footage, taken with professional astronomical equipment, has been reviewed by multiple experts, adding credibility to the sighting. In 2023, Moscow residents heard a deep, unusual boom, followed by the appearance of a large black smoke ring in the sky. This perfectly circular ring, visible for miles and captured on many cameras, moved unusually. Scientists described it as a rare vortex ring, caused by atmospheric conditions, similar to one seen in England in 2014. However, some witnesses questioned this explanation due to the strange sound and perfect shape. Social media sparked various theories, including secret military tests or extraterrestrial activity. Similar smoke rings have been reported worldwide, prompting curiosity about possible new technologies or atmospheric effects. Did you like this video? Don't forget to hit the bell, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps me out, and I promise to bring you more awesome content. A disturbing video allegedly from a secret Russian facility shows what could change our understanding of extraterrestrial contact. The grainy, unauthorized footage depicts a person in medical scrubs wheeling a strange creature down a high-security corridor. The being has unnatural proportions, long limbs, and a large head. The calmness of the staff suggests handling alien life is routine, implying contact with extraterrestrials is already happening. The video appeared online without context or confirmation and vanished quickly after governments tried to remove it. Key questions remain. Where is this facility? What experiments are done? How long has this happened, and what became of the creature? The silence from officials speaks louder than any denial. Archaeological finds in Russia, especially near Chelyabinsk in Archaim, challenge our view of history. Scientists uncovered a 2,000-year-old woman's skeleton with a uniquely elongated, cone-shaped skull. Unlike typical examples of head binding, her skull shows no signs of artificial shaping, suggesting the elongation is natural. This has led to speculation about ancient extraterrestrial contact and possible interbreeding with humans. The Sarmati tribe, possibly her people, left artifacts showing beings with long heads, hinting these might represent real encounters. Archaim itself is mysterious, with advanced astronomy, metallurgy, and urban planning, raising questions about help from otherworldly visitors. Lake Baikal, the world's deepest freshwater lake, is known for unusual UFO-related reports. Its remote, pristine location may have drawn attention as a possible base for unexplained phenomena. In 2015, experienced fishermen reported seeing a strong blue-green light deep in the lake, different from natural glows. They recorded the pulsing, moving light, and experts reviewed the footage and found no signs of manipulation. Earlier, in 1982, Russian military divers claimed to have seen 9-foot-tall humanoid figures in silvery suits moving underwater with great speed and grace. These figures had no visible breathing gear and apparently forced the divers to surface quickly, causing decompression sickness for some. This incident was kept classified for years, but some divers have since shared their accounts. In 2017, Russian archaeologists uncovered a Bronze Age burial site dating back around 4,800 to 4,300 years. It held a man and woman gently positioned as if sharing a tender moment, with a baby's remains close by, creating a touching family tableau. Their careful arrangement hints at a timeless story of connection and remembrance. Inside the adult skulls, researchers found an unexpected material where natural decay would typically occur. This suggests involvement in special cultural or spiritual traditions, possibly linked to honoring the spirit, ancient healing practices, or meaningful ceremonies. The baby's presence invites reflection on whether its passing was from natural causes or part of these traditions. The family appears to have been together in their final rest, though many details remain a mystery. On February 15, 2013, in Chelyabinsk, Russia, a meteor about 20 meters wide entered the atmosphere at over 60,000 kilometers per hour. It created a fireball brighter than the sun, visible for hundreds of kilometers, with heat felt on the ground. At about 30 kilometers altitude, it exploded with a force estimated between 470 and 500 kilotons of TNT, around 30 times Hiroshima's atomic bomb. The shockwave damaged more than 7,000 buildings and shattered windows across the city. Nearly 1,500 people were injured, mostly from flying glass, but thankfully no deaths occurred. The explosion was recorded worldwide by seismographs and seen from space, highlighting Earth's vulnerability to cosmic events. In 2010, the Yuka people discovered Yuka, a well-preserved woolly mammoth in Siberian permafrost, about 39,000 years old. Her complete body, fur, trunk, and internal organs were in exceptional condition. Her remains show evidence of human interaction, spear wounds that had begun to heal, suggesting she was hunted but survived the attack. This offers valuable insight into early hunting and mammoth resilience. Yuka's preserved DNA allows important scientific study, and some researchers have discussed the possibility of using such material in future cloning research. If cloning becomes feasible, it could influence how we think about extinct species, but these efforts are still experimental and not guaranteed. What mystery from Russia surprised you the most, and why do you think it remains unexplained? Share your thoughts. In 2018, near the Indigirka River in Siberia, researchers discovered Dogar, an 18,000-year-old puppy remarkably preserved with intact whiskers. Dogar looked so lifelike that scientists were amazed. His head was fully formed, nose black, and milk teeth visible. Using advanced DNA sequencing, scientists at Sweden's Center for Paleogenetics confirmed Dogar was male, but couldn't clearly classify his species. Whether he was a dog, a wolf, or something else remains unknown. This mystery is significant because Dogar lived when dogs and wolves were diverging from a common ancestor. His DNA holds clues to this evolutionary split, a story still difficult for scientists to fully interpret. Dogar's discovery challenges our understanding of evolution. If this well-preserved specimen and modern technology cannot define him, it suggests many transitional species may still be hidden in permafrost, waiting to reshape our knowledge. Some researchers think Dogar might be a previously unknown species or a missing link between wolves and domestic dogs. Others believe he could show multiple domestication events where humans formed bonds with different canine lineages. The facts remain uncertain, making Dogar's story both intriguing and important. A clear UFO was captured on camera over a Russian building in broad daylight. Unlike distant objects, this one was close and structured, defying natural explanation. The footage shows a cloud-like formation, but closer inspection reveals a distinct ring resembling a classic flying saucer. Its movement was purposeful and fast. Unlike natural clouds that drift slowly and change shape, the video quality is clear, allowing detailed analysis. The object's structure stayed consistent during the sighting. Experts found no signs of editing, and several witnesses saw it from different locations. The object hovered over populated areas, moving systematically at a steady altitude, suggesting possible surveillance rather than random passage. This behavior hints at reconnaissance, if the craft is extraterrestrial. Deep in the Russian wilderness lies a forest with trees twisted into spiral, corkscrew shapes that defy nature. Locals say mysterious forces bend reality here. Recently, footage showed a large dark figure moving through the trees with incredible agility. The creature stood upright like a human but had unusual proportions. It moved gracefully, covering many steps in a single bound and navigating the difficult forest terrain effortlessly. The video is low quality, making details hard to see, but the creature fits descriptions of the legendary Bigfoot, or Almas in Russian folklore. Russian cryptozoologists believe Siberia's vast remote wilderness could hide unknown primates. Its harsh, unexplored areas make it an ideal refuge for such creatures, if they exist. Footage from a deep, unnamed Russian lake shows an unusual creature that puzzles marine biologists and interests cryptozoologists. The animal moves through the water with a long snake-like body and several tentacle-like appendages. These appendages move independently, probing the water as if sensing its surroundings. Its head rotates fully, providing a nearly 360-degree view, a rare ability among freshwater animals. This suggests the creature may have a distinctive awareness and intelligence. Experts reviewing the video say the creature does not match any known fish, amphibian, or reptile from Russian lakes. The tentacle-like limbs suggest either a cephalopod, which typically does not inhabit freshwater, or an unknown evolutionary form. Its movement shows exploration and curiosity, not just simple swimming. It interacts with objects and reacts to changes in its environment. Some scientists speculate it could be a prehistoric reptile, such as a plesiosaur, surviving underground or in isolated lakes. Others think it might be a new species evolved in remote Russian waters. Without capturing it, the creature's true identity remains unknown. Hidden beneath the Ural Mountains' peat bogs for over 11,000 years, the Shigir Idol is the world's oldest known wooden sculpture. Discovered in the late 19th century, it stands over 9 feet tall and predates Stonehenge by more than 6,000 years. While ancient Egyptians were just starting to write, the creators of this idol had already developed complex artistic skills and symbolic language. The statue is covered in detailed carvings, haunting faces with different expressions and intricate geometric patterns. Some symbols may be proto-writing, a form of communication older than any known script. The craftsmanship reveals a Mesolithic society far more advanced than previously believed. Recent dating confirms the idol is at least 11,000 years old, older than the dawn of agriculture. This suggests hunter-gatherers were producing sophisticated art, and possibly recording complex information long before such developments were expected. The faces on the idol are mysterious and varied. Some look human, others almost otherworldly. They might represent different tribes, spiritual beings, gods, or encounters with unknown entities. The Shigir Idol challenges what we know about ancient human civilization and its artistic and intellectual achievements. If you love uncovering the world's greatest mysteries, hit like and subscribe for more incredible discoveries every week. The eastern coast of Russia near Pakachi saw a strange marine discovery when locals found a massive, unknown creature washed ashore. It was not a whale or any familiar animal. The creature was huge, covered in tubular hair that looked prehistoric. The smell was very strong and rotten, making it hard to get close. Brave locals noticed features unlike any known sea animal, especially a distinct tail and a body unlike anything in marine biology books. The tubular hair resembled mammoth wool more than seal or whale fur. People were puzzled. Some thought it might be a woolly mammoth released from permafrost. Others guessed a prehistoric marine reptile, a survivor from ancient oceans. The creature was too heavy to move and too decomposed for detailed study. Photos and videos showed enough detail to rule out known species. Marine biologists said they had no idea what it was. Frustration grew when the creature disappeared before scientists could examine it closely. Whether tides washed it back to sea, or authorities took it, no one knows. Now, only photos and local accounts remain of this marine mystery. In 1996, Boris Kipriyanovich, known as Boriska, was born in Russia and soon challenged ideas about human consciousness and reincarnation. By age 2, he showed remarkable abilities, drawing complex geometric shapes and understanding astronomy and physics far beyond his years. Boriska claimed he had lived before, not on Earth, but on Mars. He said he was a pilot on Mars, describing cities, advanced technology, transportation systems, and wars that destroyed the Martian atmosphere. His accounts were detailed, consistent, and specific, not childish fantasies. He spoke of interstellar travel and civilizations across planets, sharing knowledge he had never been taught. Experts found his understanding of astronomy, spacecraft, and science accurate and sometimes ahead of current science. Skeptics said Boriska's story was storytelling or influenced by science fiction. Yet those who met him struggled to explain how a child could keep such detailed, consistent memories over years. His knowledge seemed to come from beyond normal human experience. In the remote Siberian taiga, the Batagaika crater is a growing wound in the earth, known as the gateway to the underworld. Locals believe it is a portal to the realm of the dead. The crater is massive, over 300 meters wide, and about 86 meters deep. It keeps expanding each year, as rising temperatures melt the permafrost, causing the ground to collapse and swallow surrounding land. This crater reveals dramatic effects of climate change. The thawing permafrost exposes layers of Earth's history hidden for thousands of years. Scientists see it as a time machine, with walls showing records of past climates, forest fires, and ecosystem changes. These discoveries are reshaping our knowledge of Siberia's ancient forests, extinct animals, and climate history. Indigenous communities view the crater with fear and respect. They believe melting permafrost awakens ancient spirits and upsets the balance between life and death. The crater's eerie groaning sounds, caused by shifting Earth, echo across the land, a haunting sign of the planet's distress. In 1996, near a cemetery in the Russian town of Kishtaim, a local woman found a small mummified creature called Alashynka that baffled investigators. It was only 10 inches long, hairless, with mottled brownish-gray skin, and a ridged skull that seemed non-human. Its large round eyes allowed nearly 360-degree vision. Strangely, it had no ears, nose, or navel. At first it was thought to be a deformed human fetus, but its bone structure and proportions were unlike any human, and the lack of a navel suggested it was never connected to a placenta. It hadn't developed through normal mammalian reproduction. The discovery near the Mayak nuclear facility, known for a major 1957 nuclear disaster, sparked speculation that radiation might have caused genetic mutations. However, when UFO investigators took the creature for study, it mysteriously disappeared. No official explanation or scientific analysis was ever released. The disappearance raised many questions. If Alashynka was merely a deformity, why the secrecy? Why remove it from study? The silence has fueled theories that it might be something far more significant than admitted. In Siberia, simple tragedies often mark the harsh environment more than ancient mysteries. The story of the frozen fox shows this brutal reality. A fox, seeking shelter during a harsh winter, stepped onto what looked like solid ice near a frozen pond. But Siberian ice can be deadly. The ice cracked, and the fox fell into the freezing water. The fox struggled to escape, clawing at the edges of the hole. Each attempt made the hole larger, but the cold water quickly lowered its body temperature. It fought valiantly, but could not escape. Its strength faded, and it died in the icy water. Later, a local found the scene. The fox had become a natural ice sculpture, frozen in its final moments. An attempt to rescue it with a chainsaw was too late. The fox was another victim of Siberia's unforgiving climate. This story reminds us that the same cold conditions that preserve ancient fossils also claim new victims. The permafrost creates a frozen museum of life and death, spanning thousands of years. Don't miss out on the next mind-blowing episode. Subscribe and ring the bell to get notified the moment it drops. On January 25, 2023, a TikTok video went viral, showing a statue claimed to be a fallen angel, allegedly discovered by miners near Zaya in Amur Oblast, Russia. The clip showed an eerie sculpture with a sword, shield, and large wings. The miners said the statue seemed to emit mysterious energy. However, the press secretary at the Elga coal complex clarified that the statue was found at the Elga coal mine in the Sakha Republic. Workers had found it abandoned in the camp and created a fictional story about it. Despite this, the statue continues to spark curiosity and discussions. In August 2020, a webcam monitoring a Russian beach captured footage of a bright orb hovering above the coastline. The object suddenly accelerated very quickly, disappearing into the atmosphere. The rapid acceleration appeared unusual, moving from stillness to high speed in seconds, leaving a visible trail. Frame-by-frame analysis showed consistent details, with the object maintaining luminosity and leaving a trail that suggested some form of propulsion. Independent analysts found no signs of digital manipulation, and lighting and shadows aligned with the environment. Experts agreed the footage was high quality, though its origin remains unexplained. The sighting took place on a populated beach with multiple potential witnesses. Since the video was recorded by a fixed webcam, many common variables affecting UFO footage were minimized. Our penultimate mystery takes us to the skies above Russia, where a motorist captured footage of a cloud formation that changed in unusual ways. The video starts with a typical cumulus cloud, but as it progresses, the cloud shifts shape, becoming more defined and symmetrical, resembling a flying saucer. The transformation appears deliberate, differing from normal cloud behavior caused by wind or pressure. The shape is remarkably precise, with defined edges and balanced proportions, uncommon in natural clouds. Some researchers have speculated that the phenomenon might be a type of cloaking technology. According to this theory, advanced craft could use camouflage that mimics clouds to avoid detection. If true, this footage might show a moment when such a system malfunctioned or was turned off. However, this remains unproven and is only one of several possible explanations. In 2017, southern Russia faced a devastating ecological disaster when an unprecedented locust swarm darkened the skies. Millions of these insects formed a living cloud that stretched across the horizon, filling the air with a terrifying buzz heard for kilometers. Farmers helplessly watched as their crops vanished in hours. Fields cultivated over months were stripped bare, leaving a landscape ravaged like a natural disaster. Authorities responded with aircraft spraying insecticides and ground crews using nets and other tools, but the swarm's size made control nearly impossible. The economic damage was massive, with entire harvests lost and millions of dollars in agricultural harm. The psychological toll on farming communities was also severe, as livelihoods disappeared in days. This event reminds us that nature's power can be more shocking and destructive than any mystery. At times, the raw force of the natural world captured on camera is enough to humble all human efforts to control it. From Siberia's frozen permafrost to the skies above Moscow, Russia holds mysteries that challenge our understanding. The 25 discoveries we've covered are just a glimpse of the many unexplained phenomena in this vast, unexplored land. Some mysteries may be solved with future science and technology. Others may remain forever unknown, reminding us that some secrets defy explanation. Whether ancient civilizations, possible extraterrestrial visits, or Earth's incredible life forms, Russia continues to surprise us with truths caught on camera that science has yet to explain. What do you think of these discoveries? Have you seen anything similar in your area? Share your thoughts below, and subscribe for more amazing mysteries from around the world. Until next time, keep watching the skies, and stay open to the impossible.
Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.